the quiet hour before dawn, when the dunes turned the color of old gold, I walked with a question burning in my chest. A question only the desert knows the answer to. Why does longing return even after the heart heals? Why does a name echo even after silence settles? The wind came like a storyteller, touching my face with the softness of forgotten memories. It whispered, "Some souls are written into you, not to stay, but to shape you." And I felt a tremor inside, as if my heart nodded in agreement, knowing the truth yet refusing to surrender to it. Oh, beloved of the unseen pages of my life, you were never just a memory. You were a season, a sky, a journey across endless sands, and even now, your footsteps remain etched in the dunes of my spirit, unfaded, untouched by time's stubborn hand. I told the desert, I tried to forget. I tried to bury the ache in silence, to hide it behind strength, behind smiles that held no story. But the dunes replied with a slow sigh, as if amused by the attempt. The heart remembers what the soul cannot erase, and I felt the truth sink deeper than any footprint ever could. There is a river inside me that flows without water, made entirely of moments, of glances, of breaths shared between two worlds that never fully met. It moves quietly, like a prayer uttered without sound, like a hope that refuses to die, even when the night is at its darkest. Oh, you, who taught my heart to listen, who taught my silence to speak. Know this, every star that rises above this land carries a fragment of your light. Every camel bell ringing from afar calls your name softly, as if repeating a promise we never had the courage to make. Tonight I told the moon, I am done chasing shadows. But the moon laughed gently, bathing me in its silver calm. A heart like yours, it said, does not chase shadows. It follows meanings. And perhaps that is true. Perhaps the reason I still look for you in the mirage of my tomorrows is because you were more than a moment. You were a meaning, a direction, a compass that pointed me toward a deeper version of myself. So here I stand, between what was and what might be, a traveler with pockets full of echoes, and a soul still learning how to hold the weight of memory gently. And though the dunes shift, and the winds change their song, one truth remains steady inside me, a truth that refuses to dim. Some hearts cross your path, not to stay, but to awaken the parts of you you never knew were asleep. The sun had now strengthened into its full morning glow, spreading warmth across the desert, like a slow, tender blessing. The dunes shone brightly, their golden curves shifting gently, as the wind traced soft lines across their surface. Everything around me shimmered with life. Not loud, not overwhelming, but steady and sure, like a pulse beneath the earth. I continued forward with unhurried steps, letting the world unfold at its own pace. For the first time in a long while, I wasn't trying to escape anything. I wasn't searching for answers. In the distance, or in the shadows, or in memories that refused to fade, I was simply walking, alive, present, whole. Ahead of me, a long ridge of sand curved like a crescent, smooth and untouched, as if it had been shaped by a careful, loving hand. The sight pulled me forward, carrying with it a gentle, warm feeling I couldn't quite name. When I reached the ridge's base, I began climbing slowly. The sand shifted beneath my feet, warm and soft, yet somehow grounding, like life itself, always changing, yet always offering something stable, if you learn how to trust your step. As I climbed, the wind rose with me, whispering around my ears, as though sharing stories of travelers long gone, dreams long lived, and hearts long healed. At the top, the view opened into a wide expanse, a valley unlike any I'd seen before. In its center, the light reflected off the sand, in gentle ripples, creating an illusion of golden water flowing. Beneath the morning sun, it looked like a river of light. I stood quietly, letting the beauty settle into my chest, with a soft, peaceful weight. For years, I had searched for meaning, in places that only mirrored my wounds. I had measured love through absence, through longing, through hurt. But now, standing above this golden valley, I understood something clearer than ever. Meaning doesn't hide. We hide from it. And love, real love, is not found through clinging, but through releasing. I took a slow breath, feeling the warmth seep into me. From the inside out, a memory of you surfaced. Not painful, not sharp, but distant and soft, like the glow of the moon after dawn has already taken the sky. You were a beginning, not the ending I had once imagined. And that truth felt gentle, like forgiveness blooming quietly in the heart that once broke. I whispered into the open air. Your chapter is closed, but its lessons remain. The wind carried the words away, not with force, but with grace, as though returning them to the world, where they belonged. I descended into the glowing valley, letting the light guide me. The sand was warm beneath my feet, and each step felt like a small affirmation that I was moving, not out of habit, but out of purpose. At the valley's center, I stopped and looked around. The world gleamed, with a brightness that felt alive, as though the desert itself was breathing with me. I placed my hand over my heart, feeling its steady beat, strong, calm, completely my